All right. So if you saw the title, it was Isaiah wrote about the flat earthers. And the reason why is he clearly did, and it's really easy to see this. Okay, I'm just making sure my volume's off on that one. So let's see here. I have to go here, and then we're just gonna start in Isaiah 48. I have the verse here, verse 3. It says, I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them, I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Okay, so this is it's not even my opinion, but he is talking about when he spoke everything into what it is in the very beginning. He said, let there be light, and there was light. So it's the word of God that is declared, and that created everything. So I'll read it again. I have declared the former things from the beginning. So it's talking about the beginning. And they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. So I believe that this is talking about the 6 days of creation. And so I have to go here to another verse, Isaiah 43, because he talks about the former things again, and I think declaring them too. Okay, so here we got Isaiah 43, verses 6 through 9. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far, and my daughters from the ends of the earth, even every one that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. Bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this, and show us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. And I'm going to read a little bit more, but I just wanted to point out, when it says former things here in verse 9, it says, he asks a question. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? Okay, so maybe it wasn't, I guess it is declare, yeah. Who among them can declare this? So this is his 6-day creation being declared. And that is exactly what flat earth is. Genesis 1, there's waters above. There's a firmament that he made on the 2nd day. He created light before he created the 3 days, before he created the sun, moon, and stars. We didn't understand how important it is to believe what, I guess, it is truth. It says right there at the end, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say it is truth. So about it, people have been talking about truth. Hi, Frank and Beans. Good morning, Joe. Good to see you. And these former things is what he declared out of his mouth at the beginning. Let's look at Isaiah 48 again. I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I can't see that very well. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. And then he asks the question here in verse 9, who among them can declare this and show us former things? So who can declare and show us former things? Well, this is important because it says, let them bring forth their witnesses. I believe that I was made to bear witness to his 6-day creation, if I wanted to word it that way. And I was shown that it was the truth. And it says right here in verse 10, we'll keep reading, ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me there is no God formed, neither shall there be after me. And actually, we should read on in the other one, Isaiah 48. Let's see. Hi, Anthony. Good to see you. Great to see you. Let's see here. Because this is I think this is talking about right now. But let's go on to the next verse. Because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Like, he spoke it, and we have accounts of it, like Genesis, and Second Esdras has an account of it. It's the same account. And I don't remember which chapter that is. Maybe 6 or 5. Okay, I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Before it came to pass, I showed it thee, lest thou shouldst say, mine idol hath done them, and my graven image, my molten image hath commanded them. That's talking about the Big Bang, you guys. My molten image hath commanded them. Okay, the next verse. Thou hast heard, see all this, and will not ye declare it? I think that's talking about flat earth. He showed us the truth of his creation because we did not believe it. Nobody in the world believed it. It's called a falling away, apostate. Okay, I'm going to finish that verse. I have showed thee new things from this time, even hidden things, and thou didst not know them. If you want to keep reading Isaiah 48 on your own, it's great. It is good. Good stuff. We can even look at the verse 1 here. It says, hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah, which swear by the name of the Lord, and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth nor in righteousness. For they call themselves of the holy city, and stay themselves upon the God of Israel. The Lord of hosts is his name. And then that verse, I have declared the former things from the beginning. And they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them, I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. My mind just keeps saying, let there be light. And all the things that happened in Genesis 1. He created a firmament. That's something. It's not just imaginary. He had to create it. He had to make it. He made it with his own, or it's his handiwork. So, let's see. Coffee House, good to see you. Oh, you're getting cool, Anthony Dickinson. Well, that was about all I wanted to go over. I just want to keep it short, but it's right there in those 2 verses, or those 2 chapters, whatever. And it's a lot more than that. I mean, you can go to Isaiah 42 verses 6 and 7, where it says, I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant, for a light of the Gentiles, or something like that. And then it says to open the blind eyes. My eyes were blind, and now I see. But it says to open the blind eyes, and to remove people out of the prison, basically. Out of the prison house, out of the darkness. Okay, now I just have to talk about darkness. I've been having, YouTube conversations and things with people, and I've realized something. People want to fight the obvious truth. The bottomless pit. It's something that's been in my understanding now for a while. And it's only one place. There aren't all these several different places that, like, there's lots of names for that one place. And I had a post, or I created a post or whatever on YouTube, and I just had some of them, like, okay, outer darkness is a prison. 2 Peter 2 verse 4, he cast the fallen angels down to hell. Where they're going to be reserved under chains of darkness. Jude says, wandering stars. Oh, okay, so this is the bottomless pit comes into this, because wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. It says, raging waves of the sea foaming out their own shame. That sea is the waters above. It's the dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. The bottomless pit, the abyss of fire. These are all talking about that prison of darkness, where those wandering stars are, and the angels that left their first estate, they're there too. And also, I think it's Enoch 10 that says also all those people that choose to go that way are also there. It's Sheol, or there's lots of names for it. It's a waste and horrible place. There's no water, no birds. It's Babylon the Great, Revelation 18 verse 2. Tartarus, I think it's a desert, the wilderness in the spirit that John goes to in Revelation 17:3. It is the bottomless pit. And what I mean is the darkness is Ephesians 6:12. We don't struggle against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities, and against the rulers of the darkness of this world. And people think that's here down, like they think that they're not understanding what that is. Where are the rulers of darkness? Or I mean the rulers of the darkness of this world. Where is the darkness of this world? It's up there. It's up in the sky. And it's a sea. It's waters above. It's the great deep. Those dark waters. And when in Revelation 13, when that beast, John sees a beast come rising, or rise out of the sea. That's the beast that came up from the bottomless pit. The same beast. So that he's of the 7 great burning mountains, the planets. And it's the beast that deceives the world. Hey, Billy Sunday, what's up? Good to see you. So yeah, that darkness up there, NASA's just really messed up. They have gone the way of Satan and taught the whole world that it's a good thing. And we all kind of were born into this. But if you think of another thing in Isaiah 14, it talks about Lucifer and what he has written in his heart to do. And guess what it is? To ascend into heaven, to exalt his throne above the stars of God. These words all have meanings. Above the stars of God, exalt his throne. He wants to ascend above the heights of the clouds and be like the Most High. The Most High, that means up and down. That's why things fall to the ground and people think there's gravity. Up and down. There's an up and down in this reality. And the one above us. And the one above that. And the Most High is all the way up at the top. It's heaven in the sky. And I think it's like, if there's no air, we have to think about that a little differently. A vacuum doesn't exist anywhere. Because a vacuum would mean exactly what space is. Nothing. It's nothing. There is no anything there. And so, like, when they try to go there or whatever, they're just being deceived. And it's not flesh and blood that's deceiving them. That's like one huge problem with the whole flat earth community. They don't believe what Paul told the Ephesians. Because I believe it, and it's true. Once you see that there are no people lying about these things, they're lying, but they think they're telling the truth. The only people that can see that it's a lie are the people who have overcome a certain beast. They look up at this beast. They don't wonder at it like the whole world. They laugh at it because they know it's not what everybody thinks. Or what everybody believes, I should say, because that's really what it is. Yep, the Most High. So Satan has, like, if Satan had a plaque on his wall of like a mission statement, it would be the exact same words on it that NASA's mission statement would be on their wall. They just want to ascend into heaven and rule the heavens, explore the solar system. Problem is, they're exploring the blackness of darkness, outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. It's the abode of the damned that they're visiting. They, like, rockets. Jesus ascended into heaven, and now Elon sends rockets up that direction. And Christians don't think there's a problem with this. You kidding me? Where are those rockets going? Isn't there... I believe that there's a city up there that's going to come down called New Jerusalem. Where are those rockets going? So what I'm saying is that darkness is in the firmament. It's the small layer. Whatever. I'm not trying to say I specifically know. I'm just saying that's the very, very bottom of heaven, like the bottomless pit. So it's celestial, and I don't understand how that works, but yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to roll out. Bottomless pit, hell. It's a place of never-ending darkness, or what appears to be never-ending darkness. And our world thinks that that's our universe. That's a sad way to look at it, because our universe is not a universe. It is God's creation. And there's a firmament, and it's heaven above that. And that's it's not physical and material the same way. There's like light there. And darkness. Light and darkness. So, anyway. Alright, guys. Hope you all have a good day. And yeah, that's about it.